Today, I bring to you a demo and a review of a brand new guitar, one that I waited almost 8 months for. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and why I wanted it and why I got some of the options I did, and a little bit about the company and so forth. What you're looking at is an offering from a brand called Aristides. They are from Netherlands. Fantastic guitars, and they don't make anything off the shelf. Every guitar they do is a custom guitar specifically for the person that ordered it. From the finish to the fretboard inlays, the setup, everything about it. One of the most unique things, let me start off with this. I got familiar with this brand, well, I don't know, a few years ago at the NAMM show in Anaheim, California. And I picked it up and I played, just for a minute or two on it. And I instantly knew that I wanted one. The sound of a guitar, you can, honestly guys, and you all know this, tone is manipulated and determined by a lot of things. And, you can take a cheap guitar and make it sound good, and you can take an amazing guitar and make it sound good, or I suppose bad. But one of the things that is written right into the guitar's DNA that you really can't change much is its playability. So for me, playability is kind of first and foremost. And when I first picked up one of these guitars, the neck was so stunning. I knew I had to have one. And then, over the next couple of years, I got to know some of the guys from the company and got to play more and more of their guitars and see more and more of them and just see the quality and craftsmanship that went into them. And eventually, I knew I had to have one. So without a whole lot of further ado, I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. This is the 070. This is their standard scale 7-string offering. And this particular one, as it's mine, you guys can see, no fretboard markers. I don't know if you can see them from here. But Luminlay blue side markers. The finish itself is ruby red marble with a black burst. There you go. Yeah. Okay. And it's a really dark red, and a lot of people from a distance have actually mistaken it for black until you see some of the light reflect on it. And I can't say enough about this finish. It's stunning. It's flawless. Anyway, they use Hipshot hardware, which is really awesome because I'm on the Hipshot roster. So thanks, Jason, for all your help. And that was one of the things that was really great with these guys. They chose the hardware that they did for a reason. So Hipshot open gear tuners on the back, Hipshot contour trim. You guys can't see it, but I've got a custom Brian Moore hanging on the wall right there. I chose the Hipshot on that one for a reason, and I was really excited to be able to get it on this guitar. The pickups in this one are the standard offering Seymour Duncans. I didn't want to go too custom because I wanted to see how the guitar would sound and play with just an off-the-shelf pickup in it. I'm going to eventually change them. I'm going to put a Sustainiac in the front or in the neck, and I'm a DiMarzio guy, so I'll end up probably putting a D Sonic or a D activator here in the bridge. We'll just have to see how that feels out. But as of now, all right, I don't mind these pickups. I don't mind them at all. Setup is pretty traditional. I've got volume, tone, 5-way switch, and then I've got this thing. I actually had them put a kill switch in it for me. I don't use it a lot, but it's kind of fun. And, some of those times I just want to rip and, let some of my bucket head isms shine out a little bit. So I've got the kill switch. Tone-wise, well, the tone is nice and crisp without being bright or brittle. And you'll get to hear that in just a second. What I'm going to be playing through are, right there, those two Hughes and Kettner Grandmeister 36s. All tube, and I'm not here to do a demo on them, so it's just kind of handle that. So it's going to have a very organic sound to it, minimal effects, right? And yeah, so there it is. We'll start off this is my clean tone, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna give you guys some bent out of shape, overly wacky, spanky clean tone. No, this is gonna be the tone that I use on a regular basis, right? And this is gonna just gonna be a quick run through. So full on neck position is one that I use a lot. I don't use it over there. You see hanging on the wall that way is my custom Kiesel. That guitar is so overly warm and dark sounding that the neck pickup in full neck is almost a little bit muddy. It's a little woofy. It's very bassy. This guitar just cinches up that woofiness. So anyway. So nice cleans. So it's nice and crisp, even in full neck position, and for rhythm playing. So nice. Click that back and coil tap the neck position, and we get a little more traditional clean tone. See? And it just works its way down. I don't usually use, well, I'll go ahead and show you this. This is middle position, which is both pickups active. And it's a lot louder than I expected it to be. Nice tone. I don't use it very often, and from there it just gets brighter and brighter into tones that I don't use often. Onto a pretty traditional rock and roll rhythm sound, right? Nothing, not high gain, nothing overly bassy or screechy or what have you. This is just what you would see in, your run-of-the-mill rock tone. Guitar does really well, again, with it being just a little bit crisp. It cuts through the mix really well. So we might play something like so great rock tone. I don't play a lot of super heavy stuff. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Well, maybe it's a little bit of a lie. I do. I'm not a metal player, but I do really enjoy some good, thick, tight tones, and believe me, this guitar delivers. Well, you'll see. does heavy just fine as well. The big one for me is lead tone. Not because, I'm a self-righteous, self-important guitar player. That's an entirely different discussion. But when it comes to melody, it's got to be able to produce that vocal quality. It's got to have that singing tone. And trust me, it does it. So between the neck pickup and the bridge pickup, I do switch. I am that guy. It really does everything I want it to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on a backing track and just jam to it. It's going to be one just a random one. So I may or may not know even what key it's going to be in until I start playing. And you guys can kind of get a feel for what it's like to improvise on this guitar and let the tone do the work. Let's see. How's that working for you? It says I'm in D. That was just a couple of minutes, guys. I didn't want to just go on and on. Well, yeah, I did. I really wanted to keep playing because that's a really cool backing track. So there's a little bit about the guitar and a little bit of showing off for me. Something I wanted to wait until the very end so that I didn't taint your opinion of it with any preconceptions. These guitars are not made of wood. They're made of Arium. Arium is a material that the company has patented for themselves, and they pour the entire guitar. It's a liquid, and it's molded, and then it's baked, and it is absolutely just stunningly resonant. It's an amazing material. And then of course from there they put all their magic on it, and it turns into the instrument that you end up getting at your door 8 months later. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask, and anything you want to know about it, you can find on, of course, Facebook. Aristides Guitars, Aristides Instruments. They make guitars and basses, 6 and 7 string in standard scale, 8 string in multi-scale, and I hear they're about to put out pretty soon a 7 string multi-scale. Basses too, 4 and 5 string. Not sure if they make a 6. I don't think they do. But they're amazing instruments, and playability. If that's the kind of player you are, you won't get a more playable instrument. So check them out, Aristides Instruments. And I want to say thanks to Pascal and Ferry and all those guys, and Jason at Hipshot. You guys all kick ass, and of course, all my friends and supporters at DR Strings, Tony, Rosa, Kim, all of you guys. You are amazing. Thanks for everything along the way, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I didn't ramble on too long. Have a great day. We'll see y'all at the next